to this session on floor for our more advanced gymnasts. So we're going to look at some moves like cartwheels and handstands. So making sure that you're able to do those yourself at home when you've done them in the gym before working on these moves. We're going to give you some moves to practice on. Rachel's going to be my demonstrator, my gymnast here, and then we're going to put them together in a sequence, so which you can practice as well at home. So please make sure that you've done the warm-up on the previous YouTube videos before you started, and you're nice and stretched before we get going. Okay, first thing we're going to look at is our cartwheel. So making sure that we're going front to back, so Rachel's going to face that all stretched up nice and tall. So she's going to take a nice lunge step into it. She's going to put her right leg in front, so her right hand down first, then her left hand, and then her left foot and right foot, and finishing a lunge, and then she's going to go up and finish. As you can see, Rachel's done a nice straight line there. So if you can demonstrate to me one more time, in real time. So stretch up, lunge, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, and finish. To stay nice and straight. Key thing to remember is to making sure we're staying nice and straight. Sometimes our legs go round the side, which Rachel will demonstrate. We're going right over the top here, so going round the side. So you've got to make sure that you really are stretched up tall, big step into it, and that you're turning to face the opposite way, chest up nice and fast, to stop you from leaning over the top. Okay, that's one way to practice our cartwheels. Obviously, either hand is fine, starting with the right or left hand, that is up to you. So I will pause the video now, and I would like you to practice for cartwheels, 10 cartwheels. So that's a lot, but they're really important to practice. If you've got anywhere at home that you can have a pretend line on to practice, that will help you making sure you're getting nice and straight and finishing on that line as well. Okay, so pause and go practice. Okay, I hope you managed to do your cartwheels really well in a straight line there. The next one we're going to look at is our handstand. So making sure you've got enough space, your ceiling's high enough. So obviously for cartwheel, we don't want anyone hitting any lights at home. So for those parents if we do. So first of all is making sure we stretch up. We always stretch up before our cartwheel. Quite often gymnasts will start having their arms down or skipping around into cartwheels. It's always stretched up nice and tall. We're just going to get ready to just do a lunge step. So you can see a lunge step from here. Nice bent leg leaning forward. She's then going to go to a T position for us and holding it there. That's going to help us kick up fast to the hand set. I'm going to leave her there for ages. So going to T shape, and then that's the position you're going to do. So I want you to just very quickly practice at the T shape, lunge to T shape 5 times and back down to finish. Just to make sure you use that leaning position there to make sure that you can kick up high enough. Super. Okay, next stage is kicking up to handstand. So we're going to go from that stretch up position to a lunge to a T shape and kicking both heels up to try and get vertical upside down. Okay, so we're going to stretch up tall, nice big lunge, T shape, kicking high up, joining the feet, splitting and back down to lunge and finish. Okay, so we're not expecting to hold it for ages or anything like that. Just getting up to that handstand, joining those feet together is our aim. So do one more time step. Feet up past, joining the other foot, back down, stretch up and finish. So that's the handstand that we're looking for. Some things we don't want to see in our handstand is swapping feet. This happens quite often. So when we do a handstand, the foot in front that we kick up with always comes back down first. Okay? We don't switch feet to the other one. Okay, we're using kicking handstand. So if you're having that trouble doing that, all I want you to do is do a small lunge, put your hands down to a tiny cartwheel and come back on the same foot. So a tiny step cartwheel, hands down, back to the same foot, just like that. If you're having trouble with switching your feet, that practice will help you trying to get both feet together. If you're having a bit of practice getting to a nice straight shape, I would say if Rachel just lies on the floor from her stomach, so hands in the handstand position, hands up, head down, just squeeze her bottom, squeeze her toes, squeezes her shoulders, and does everything nice and tight. That's the shape you want to be upside down, so you can feel that position yourself when you're doing your handstands. Perfect. So, press pause there. I want you to do me 10 handstands practicing. Okay? If you're lucky enough to have a soft wall nearby and you're allowed to pick up against the wall, please ask permission first. Then you can do it up against the wall to get the idea of the height. Okay, off you go. Okay, welcome back. The next move we're going to do is our jumps, which is tuck jump and star jump. We're going to do them separately, but in the routine we're going to link them together. So Rachel's going to start to a starting position for a jump. The hands are by her side. When she's going to bend her knees, swing up, and knees are going to come right up to her chest in her tuck jump. She's going to land in a motorbike landing and finish. So knees up, motorbike, and finish. Okay, it is a boy gymnast, exactly the same, but her fingers are tight together. So we do it in the boy gymnast with fingers tight together. Yep. And tuck jump, land, and finish. Perfect. So making our knees up nice and high. Sometimes what happens is people kick their bums. Rachel will demonstrate behind us. It's very tempting, but it's really important to get your knees up to our chest as high as you can. So I want you to practice 5 tuck jumps. individually. I don't want you to practice 5 in a row, bouncing. I want you to practice 5, land and finish. Okay? 5 and then land and finish. Try to get your knees up as high as you can. Right, off we go, and come join us in a second once you've done that. Okay, fantastic. Next jump is our star jump. So same starting position, stay finished position, but the shape is obviously different. So making sure our legs come out and join back together in our star jump. So Rachel, get ready to start. Just finishing arms out, come back in, land and finish. And if you face this way, just you see as well. So let's go out, land and finish. And making sure those feet join in together. We don't want to see a jumping jack, which Rachel will demonstrate for us. Is it out and in one go. So nice big jump up high to get that. Whipping your legs out and fast back together. Okay, practice 10 of those, press pause and come back to us and we're going to link them together. Okay, so this time we're going to put the jumps together. So you tuck jump, land, rebound straight into tuck jump without stopping in between. So Rachel will demonstrate, she's going to jump, tuck jump, star jump, land and finish. So there's no kind of individual jumps. If you Rachel look at an individual jump in between, so tuck, we've done this little jump in between, it's just tuck, bounce straight into star jump. Okay? Stop, land and finish. So 10 of those, making sure you don't, I don't want you to do them all in a row and get knackered and stuff. You might not have a very bouncy floor. So tuck jump, start jump, land and finish. 10 of those and come back and we're going to put them all together in our routine that you're going to be practicing for us. Okay, fantastic. So this is the routine. So Rachel's going to show it to us in full time first of all, and then we're going to talk through how to do it. So she's going to go into a cartwheel first. So you step, cartwheel, finish in a lunge, step together, go straight into a handstand. Come back down, step together and straight into her 2 jumps. Tuck jump, star jump, land and finish. Okay, so that's the routine together. So cartwheel, handstand, straight into tuck, jump, star jump. So making sure that we're finishing our lunges, we're stepping in and we're going into the position. So you can do it one more time with boy's hand for us. So you stretch up tall, boy's hand, cartwheel, arms up, step to handstand, come back down, tuck jump, star jump, land and finish. Okay, so I would like to see you practice them for about 5 minutes, all those different moves put together. Okay, and then have a go. And if someone's there, should be somebody watching at the moment, they can watch you at the end and you can show them your routine at the end to show that you finished. If they'd like to film it for us and send it in to us, that would be fantastic for us to see how well you're working. So, well done in that session today. We will be back soon with some other things on floor. We're going to look at some beam stuff as well. We don't need a beam, so don't panic. Over the next session as well. So well done, and we will see you again soon. See you later.